Hey, I'm Giselle Parets. I'm the executive producer and writing of Thank You, Good Night, the Bon Jovi story. And this is 89 Radio Rock.
So I have some questions for you. It's very simple. The documentary is coming out tomorrow, and I want to know if we can see all of the parts of Bon Jovi, the good ones, the fights, the bad ones, the big shows.
Yeah, I mean, it's a four-part series that spans between, I would say, late 70s all the way to present time. So you can see, of course, packing 40 years into a four-part series is a hell of a challenge, but I think we've done a pretty good job at like picking and choosing whatever makes the most sense to share with the audience. But yeah, there's like all the hits and the non-hits as well, and a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of intimate, personal, vulnerable moments. So yeah, it's a treat. It's a treat of a series.
I know Richie participated in the documentary, and I want to know what was the most shocking thing he said and you didn't expect at all.
I would say nothing was shocking. I feel like we've also built a pretty good rapport and a good relationship with him. So he spoke very honestly. We interviewed him on two different occasions. So I think what you see on the series is like really his own truth, and there was nothing really shocking. I think it's whatever happened, but beyond the differences, I think there's a lot more in common than they have. And both Richie and John, I think, are very aware that their music touched the planet. And that is something that, will forever, be the unifying force between the two of them.
Yes, and how the members of the band were including during the process. They just giving interviews or they participated on the production part too.
No, they were just subjects on interviews. Yeah. The production team was the director, Gotham Chopra, myself. We had, producers and editors, but it was all run by Religion Sports. The band members were all interviewed, with the exception of Alec John Such, who unfortunately passed away right before we were planning to interview him. So we didn't get a chance to, sit down and talk with him. But we spoke with band members, old and new, and then a few other real sort of critical characters in the story of the 40 years of the band.
Yes, and with this all material, I know that was a big part that were left behind. There is any part that you would love to put on it, but you didn't have time?
Yeah, probably a lot. I think we could have kept on going, but yeah, I think it was, for everything you see, there's obviously a lot more we filmed. And then there was a lot of moments that we didn't even film, but that we, great conversation, great moments of music playing, recording, listening to records. So I think, yeah, the story is so rich, on film and out of the film. But no, I think we made the right choices to, it's almost
And
like 5.5 hours. I think it's plenty, plenty of time.
or maybe we can expect a continuation or another documentary with all of this other material.
So sure, open to discussion, but I think we all kind of need to enjoy, celebrate, and really absorb what we've created together. And what I would say is this is not a film that we did on John and Bon Jovi. We did it with them, and I think that is what makes it separates a project for another. So yeah, I think we need to take a moment to really um, you know enjoy, digest, and it's been a very special last couple of years. So
And lastly, I want to know what is your favorite part of this documentary?
all of it. I love it all. I've watched it a million times and I still get the chills and I still get, choked, and I still laugh and I still sing along. Um, but my favorite episode is probably episode 3, because I think it speaks to the maturity and them coming to terms with their success, but that they had to also nurture other sides of their lives, to sort of be this whole 360, sort of human being. And I think episode 3 really addresses that. And I love working on it and writing it. I thought it was, I love them all, but I think episode 3, I just like that it feels like a natural sort of progression of them as man as much as a musician. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise.
89 na rádio.